So again, thanks for coming. We're going Alterac, everybody. Get your snowshoes. We're in Division B East tonight. See how B East brings it. I've did A West earlier this week and C West, so switching up, seeing what the Division B East has got for me. First ban and pick going over to Tricky Gooses. Captain Duck. Let's see what they can make of it. As they are really taking their time with this one, starting us off on pins and needles. It's Doc. Mephisto is the ban. Alright, interesting first ban. When I see bans like that, I think target ban. They may have done some scouting. Falstad very quickly banned out. Huge map. Gust has really good boss control. They could be worried about that if there's a strong Falstad player on the other team. Moving over to the next ban here for Tricky Gooses. See what they got up their sleeve now. Deathwing is the ban. Smart. If you're not taking them in your first pick, just get rid of them. Why leave it to chance? Zool, still popular wave clearer. Gotta respect the Zool ban. You gotta respect the Zool ban. And Sylvanas, first pick. Very valuable right now with his tower changes. Just Sylvanas does what she does, man. Shuts those things down. You can just dive past, keep focusing. Especially on this map, if you force a mismatch or force a fight in one lane, she can just hold a lane all her own. Johanna Rhaegar on the other team picking up main tank and healer early for House of Chez. Johanna, I mean, #1 NA tank. Has to be. She's got a little bit of everything in her kit. Next two picks going over. Tricky Gooses. See how they start rounding out their team here. We're seeing Greymane and Anduin. Very solid. Still pretty staying meta, both teams. Staying meta right now. Next band coming up here for House of Chez. And see what they can do. No ETC. Smart, getting rid of a main tank, as Tricky Gooses has not picked a tank yet. Limit their options just a little bit. Raynor. Again, they had no range damage yet. Let's limit their options a little bit, getting rid of Pew Pew, but instantly Vala Thrall. So there's your bruiser, there's your ranged AA from Vala. Let's see what the response is from Tricky Gooses. Still looking for main tank, at least. Will we see triple assassin? Are we gonna get a bruiser here? There's Leo. That's got to be bruiser, right? Yeah, I would say so. I would say Leo, bruiser, Diablo, tank in that lineup. So we'll be looking for some wall stuns, and I'm sure rounding out the team here. Mage, maybe? Oh, right. No, we're going Blaze. So we're going double tank, bruiser, assassin on the side of House of Chez. Tricky Gooses looking a little more conventional with bruiser tank, double assassin, healer. Doesn't look like anyone's changing their picks from either team, so this game's just going to load up and we're going to get into it. See how double tank fails for House of Chez against the Tricky Gooses. And here we are. So on the side of Tricky Gooses, we got Birdie on Sylvanas, Duck on Diablo, it's Totem on Anduin, Nani on Greymane, Wise on Leoric. Going over to the house of Chez, we're going to have Ridley on Blaze, The Dude on Vala, Flash is playing Johanna, Caribou on Johanna, and Chesmix on Thrall. Bring up some quests here, throwing out some early sportsmanship, it looks like. And Sylvanas going her W quest, going Echo of the Elements for Thrall, and looking for globes is Blaze. Oh, we're looking for cheese up top, though. Taking that well. And there, quickly made work of that well up top with the cheese. Is the Tricky Gooses. How about that? Leo and Blaze just gonna slap it out in the middle. It looks like Sylvanas is trying to stay top here. 3 top for House of Chez. Blaze and Leo doing a little double soak. Thrall in the mid. And looks like Duck there trying to hope for a rotation. And they're going the long way around. Sniffing that out maybe, or getting ready for camp. There it is. Camp started for the red team. And we're moving to, looks like Nani on Greymane over here, starting the siege for Tricky Gooses. So it looks like we're just standard early game, splitting lane duties, soaking as best as we can, taking camps early. Especially on this map, because look at that, a minute and a half that camp pops again. So they could take that again right as we're fighting over the objective in the mid. And there's the blue camp popping right there. We'll see who can clear what faster here as Johanna just tanks a bunch of damage, but that's what she can do. She's Johanna. Duck looking like he's trying to get in there. Ooh, big condemn. Damage going on to Diablo, but he's able to get out. Still had a few hundred health there as Thrall and Syl soaking up, gets the root, getting some hits on her, and the rotation up, not in time it seems. Oh, if he jumps out, no. He's able to get out, so we're just gonna force little Syl here, paralyzing towers, trying to get some more XP that way. Diablo getting out. Yes, looks like we're just disengaging. They just wanted to get some more lane pressure up top, taking the tower. Blaze and Leo still going at it. Similar XP right now as the prisoner camps are coming up shortly. Oh, look at this, though. Begging for a rotation is House of Chez. Greymane actually Hearth, though, and Syl looks like she's just going to stay top, so it wasn't happening. Both teams looking for some... Ooh, good pull there from Anduin as Diablo looked bodied by all 5 members of House of Chez. So, as I was saying before that body block fest over there, both teams early trying to hide in bushes and get the rotation ganks. And House of Chez, uninterrupted, as all of them were together to just clear those minions, capture the objective. Meanwhile, Tricky Gooses says, let's just focus on our siege camp right now. Syl is still top, taking a fort by herself. Here's the fight at the objective. 3v3. Anduin channeling. He gets it just in time before he gets interrupted by Johanna. But is Leo going to fall? Oh, he's pretty low. 5-on-4 now. No Syl. There, she's just here now. Will she be able to get anything? No, Leo falls first. Johanna very low, gets the heal, but Greymane does what he does best, securing that kill. A lot of damage going on to this Vala. So House of Chez early had the point taken, but Tricky Goose is able to hold it while getting camp mid, while also taking top fort. Oh, big wall stun onto that Thrall. Good body. Greymane cleaning up again. And oof, looks like Diablo's eating tower shots there that whole time. And he's gonna force the hearth. And are we taking bot forward or are we going for objective? Because Leo has captured objective, and here comes House of Chez. They just unleash everything on him to start burning him immediately. And they're going to take bot fort. That's 2 forts down in under 5 minutes for House of Chez. So they are going to be behind if they lose this objective, they could be in trouble. Nice wallbang to stop the blaze. A lot of damage onto the Anduin, a lot of damage onto the Rhaegar as well for House of Chez. Heals coming out everywhere. Leo has come back, trying to force this back. And they do, but they don't have a fort to run to. It's a back and forth war here, even though Tricky Gooses have a 2-fort advantage. Huge wall stun onto Rhaegar. Not a lot of follow-up there. Finally secure the kill. Diablo is fully stacked for his souls. And without a healer, it looks like House of Chez is going to have to fall back, do some wave clearing, try and just secure their mid fort for the oncoming objective. Wise going down to just soak mid, try and get 10 before the push shows up. Thrall starting their siege camp so they can have something in the mid lane to help counter push. And to sniff it out, they do. So they're there, but it's alright because Sill's in the mid, already shutting down the fort. Ults have been picked up for Tricky Gooses. Cursed Bullet, Wailing Arrow, Apocalypse, Entomb. There's the Wailing Arrow. Cursed Bullet was already used. Will we see a Entomb Apocalypse? Anduin holding on to his ult still. Leo is in the bot lane, just soaking. So we got a 4-man push mid. Looks like Blaze is going to deal with it. Ooh, there's the Apocalypse. Vala able to get out with a quick cleanse from Rhaegar and her vault. But they stopped the Sill push, but now the objective's here, and you still have to clear that in mid, top, and bot. Looks like we're staying 4 mid. They're just letting top just kill minions. Oh, here's the flank from Leo. There's the Entomb. Thrall goes down. Still no ults for House of Chez, so they're going to have to come up with something here quick. Down your Bruiser. It looks like, no, Tricky Gooses pull off. Realizing that they still have to clear top, that's where the focus might be. Looks like they're just getting in boss position. 10s have been picked up for House of Chez. Blessed Shield, Earthquake, Bloodlust, Rain of Vengeance, and Combustion. Vala, 64 out of 100 on her stack so far. Johanna sniffs it out, but she's flipped, eats a Cursed Bullet, gets the root off after the Unstoppable. So that's a dead Johanna, and then they can just go back in on this boss when main tank down. House of Chez says we can't contest, let's just try and get our mid camp again. And there it is. Bottom boss secured. And is it looking like we're going to push with it? It is. All 5 members staking bot. House of Chez just waiting to group up here. Pinging the alert. Watch out. Leo has peeled off to go deal with mid. There's the engage on Diablo. Kind of sitting alone, but they're not engaging on him. They just want to walk by him. There's Bloodlust. There's Apocalypse. There's Earthquake. Big stun. Huge protect there from Anduin. But the Combustion right as it ends. Trying to get the Greymane off of Vala. They do. Low is Greymane. Low is Anduin. The flip onto Blaze. Very low. Johanna peeling as best as she can right now. As the boss has just pushed this whole time, taking your bottom keep down to just about a quarter health. Will this fall? No, they'll be able to clean that up. Just under a quarter health. Tricky Gooses say now it's time to grab our siege camp and start thinking about objective. They have the 13 talent tier advantage. Devastating charge for Diablo. Really going to be looking for those wall stuns now. Let's see if he can make it happen. as, well, House of Chez just hitting level 12, so they're on a 2-level lead, and they say, let's grab our camp again before we fight. Have something to counter push mid, but, ooh, was this being sniffed out? It looked like it might be. They just says, no, the whole team was there, let's pull back. There you go. House of Chez grab their middle camp, and are we going to see them engage? They're just going to clear first. And there you go. Ooh, Wise in the bush, ready for the entomb. As, there we go, 5-on-4, Blaze just runs right into the Leo. Vala trying to dish it out. There's Earthquake. Ooh, good pull on that Greymane to get him out of the Earthquake. We have 2 fights going on. Vala versus Leo on one side, and the other 4 members going toe-to-toe on the other side. Able to stop the objective with 1.1 second left is House of Chez. Gonna try and soak a lot of this top, trying to get 13. There it is. Now on the same talent tier, but still 2 levels down. A lot of ults used there. Combustion, Rain of Vengeance available. Cursed Bullet, Holy Salvation. Or no, yes, Holy Sword Salvation. Excuse me. For Anduin available. Will we get another engage here, or are we just going to try and delay? It's a delay, alright. And Sylvanas just poking and poking. Oh, the Cursed Bullet onto Johanna. There's the stun on the Sylvanas. They're going. There's the stun onto Anduin with a combustion. Root gets him, but Rhaegar able to secure the kill with Vala. And they're going to capture. It looks like House of Chez is going to capture. 1.1 second left. It looked like they were going to try and backdoor, but Leo says, I got a different idea. We're given the objective, let's just take bot keep. So bot keep falls. So this is how you get value when you're losing the objective. They had one person go and push that bottom lane, putting pressure on the core for the rest of the game, and then have someone else peel off and grab a camp. No sense in fighting. You were down 2 people. How else can you get value? And Tricky Gooses respond. Now, will they be up in time to defend? But Diablo, all by his lonesome, trying to get as many stuns as he can. Oh! That was backdoored! Leo was able to get there backdoor, and because there's only 1.1 second left, and just grab it quick, and Blaze falls in the entomb, and now Vala falls to Diablo. After all that clock winding down, the sneak from the back to secure the objective for Tricky Gooses after the House of Chez had that lead at that, or at least had a fighting lead during the objective, not a talent lead. So, wow, Town Blaze and Vala, and they are on core. Tricky Gooses getting tricky with it indeed. That's a dead Johanna. And Rhaegar popping Bloodlust to try and get something, but you pop Bloodlust and run away. It's not ideal. Trying to push back the team. Ooh, Thrall falls. And there goes Blaze. There goes Rhaegar. There goes the core. Game 1 going over to Tricky Gooses. Getting tricky with the objective steal. Very nice Tricky Gooses. GG's all around. There's your stats. I'm going to update the leaderboard here. Tricky Gooses get 1. And then let's set up the next game. And see what we can do. Clean game says 12. Well, pretty clean. Pretty clean. Only 11 kills to 3 on the side of, so 3 deaths for Tricky Gooses is pretty clean. And it looks like the other team, House of Chez here, wants hero pick. So we'll see what we can get going here and find out what our next map is. Again, we'll see talents here. I mean, some quests, I don't even think Creed of the Hunter was fully completed. We will take the Dragon Shire. So, map 2, Dragon Shire, picked by the left team. Dragon Shire. What do you say, chat? Let's go to the Shire. Let's go. Sorry, as I'm showing how to make a map. Let's go back to this. So there's your picks and bans so far. So how's everyone feeling in the chat tonight? How we doing? As I set up game 2. So we're just waiting on a few more. Members to join. Again, yeah, very clean game from Tricky Gooses there. I saw it looked like they were looking to steal that early, the objective there. They only had 1.1 second and decided to take a keep first and then go for it. And we'll see if our teams are ready. Captains have been assigned. House of Chez is going to have first pick. And see what we can get under. You have a sexy caster voice, Spectrum. No, now you're just being nice. Now you're just being nice. And Flash says ready, so looks like we are getting underway. Game 2, going to Dragonshire. Tricky Gooses versus House of Chez.
Dragonshire.
See what we can do. If we see any targeted bans, if there's anything they didn't like, well, there you go. There's your answer. If they didn't like anything from last game, getting rid of the Sylvanas immediately. I believe that was Birdie on Sylvanas. Zool still banned out. Strong solo laner. But what will we see next here? Falstead still not a fan of the Falstead is House of Chez, so they just get rid of him quick. Will we see the Deathwing ban? If not, will we see the Deathwing pick? All these questions and more. See what we can make. Oh, they banned Johanna. Deathwing is available. Is there a Deathwing player among the team, is the question. So we have a target ban. Oh, Ming, first pick. Something House of Chez did not have last game was a mage. Vala was their only kind of DPS, and then they went with Thrall, Joe, and Blaze frontline. We see Rhaegar and Greymane picked up for Tricky Gooses. So Nanani staying with the Greymane, switching up or stealing a healer from the other team, going with Rhaegar. I mean, his name's Totem. Rhaegar's got a totem. I suppose that makes sense. And a new Barak from Flash, and Stukov as your healer. The stunning tank. So let's see what the next ban is here. Do you care about Deathwing at this point because he hasn't been taken? Or do you just move along and agree that this isn't the map for him right now? I think we're going to find out. Varian's the ban out. So goodbye, Varian. We don't have to worry about will he bruise, will he tank, will he assassin. He's just going to sit this one out. And Jaina banned out, worrying about the Frost Mage. So Deathwing's still available. Kilthas also still available. Tassadar. Lots of viable picks here to help round out the team of Tricky Gooses. Or House of Chez next turn. Duck staying with Diablo if it ain't broke. Hanzo. So trading out the Sylvanas bow and arrow for the Hanzo bow and arrow. And what do we see on the side of House of Chez to complete their crew here? Tychus and Imperius. Very nice. So if we have another big front line like we had, what was Tricky Goose had Diablo and Leo last game, to be a little more prepared for it with Tychus and Imperius, really, just to have that spear to just stick as needed. So last pick coming up, Tricky Gooses. Are we going to surprise us? Are we going to stick with something traditional? What do you got for us? There you go, ETC, another stunning tank, but Tychus is ready for the challenge. That's probably why they picked him. Wise and Birdie switch off heroes there, and it looks like we're sticking with it on the other team. No big changes, so here we go. We're going to game 2. Tricky Gooses taking the first match. Let's go to Dragonshire. What do you say? Here we go. And here we are. We are on Dragonshire. So, again, on the side of Tricky Gooses, it's going to be Nanani on Greymane, Birdie on Hanzo, Totem, Rhaegar, Duck on Diablo, Wise on ETC, on the side of House of Chez, Ridley on Imperius, Flash on Nubarak, Chez Mix on Tychus, and that looks like I can't see they're two grouped up. The Dude on Li Ming and Caribou as the healer Stukov. And where are they going first? Let's see here if there's any talents. There we go. Hanging back is, oh, they thought the pool was going to be sniped again. But they don't have Sylvanas, so I don't think it's happening. House of Chez learning from those past mistakes. They're going to go around with their 2 stun heroes and try and get something. Cutting off Hanzo. Here comes Dibbles, pushing Hanzo away to the south. The Noob's going to be looking for globes. Hanzo's going to be looking to hit with Stormbow early. As the rotations are on. And we enter the early game of clearing and grabbing a camp immediately as Greymane, Hanzo, and Rhaegar. Ooh, will we see the invade? 4-on-2. Orb hits, I think the Siege Giant The steal is successful for House of Chez. Totem getting very low there. So early aggression, making use of it. Now they're just going to grab their siege camp. Shrines are active. There they go. Up top we have Imperius and ETC. And down bot, there's siege camp picked up for House of Chez. As early cap there for Tricky Gooses, just taken right back and not quite fighting over top altar yet, or top shrine, I believe it is in this map. Top pumpernickel. And here's the rotation, and there's the Diablo. And Anubrag says, yeah, I'm a tank too, I can just get by. Oh, what an orb from Li Ming. The silence cutting off Diablo, able to just get the orb angle perfectly. Ooh, no stun onto Greymane. Rhaegar is trapped in here too. There's the silence. Can they make something of it? They cannot, getting Rhaegar and Greymane low. They capture the bot lane. Top also being captured by Ming and Imperius. Misses the power slide. Able to grab the objective now is Li Ming. Will he see it? Yes, he will. And that's a low Li Ming. You gotta be careful fighting the bot. Silence is out 3-on-3. There goes Rhaegar. But Greymane says that Stukov's pretty low. Trying to get it. Decides to pull back. Trying to reset here, but the stun hits Diablo. Will Tychus be able to run that big silence and slow there onto Diablo? My goodness. He's going to pull back. Meanwhile, just a lot of posturing and slapping up top from ETC and Imperius. Ming and Hanzo throwing out arrows and orbs towards each other. As it looks like this is the fight here, the fight for bot. There's the Diablo charge. A noob charges right back with his double stun. Silence. Very low. Dead Diablo. As Tychus is now just dishing it out onto Rhaegar, getting him just down to a quarter of health. And 7 just around the corner now for House of Chez. There it is. They can grab a little lead here. 39 in the stacks in the rhythm so far. And there you go. Li Ming was able to help, or Stukov, excuse me, was able to help Li Ming capture the Dragon Knight. As the fight top is just a good old-fashioned tank and slap fight. It looks like we're going to focus mid, taking towers down. We're looking at House of Chez with 3 kills to Tricky Gooses 0, so House of Chez learning from past mistakes, but this Ming's going to pop out. Ooh, she used her teleport early, and that's a dead Ming. Whole team went to take... Oh, that's why. The House of Chez boys said, hey, let's do what they did to us last game, take the top pool early. And they do just that. After losing Ming, taking Bruiser Camp is Tricky Gooses. Off to the Siege Camp is House of Chez. Very equal in XP now, after getting that first kill for Tricky Gooses on Li Ming. So Bruiser Camp picked up. That's going to help ETC in the top lane. And it looks like we're going to trade. Oh, will we see another invade, though? Thinking about it. Here's Diablo with the flank. But the rest of the team has shown up. There's the heal onto a noob. Can they get on there? Ooh, big silence on the Greymane. There's the unstoppable. He's able to get out. A noob very low. Diablo very low. Both fall. Stukov now falls. So a 2-for-1 there. A noob and Stukov for Diablo. After Tricky Gooses secure their own siege camp. But that's a very low Rhaegar. Wow. But Greymane goes right for it. Gets the kill before the Dragon Arrow hits. So 10s have been picked up for Tricky Gooses, and we got Apocalypse, Dragon's Arrow, Cursed Bullet, Stage Dive, and Ancestral Healing. So after that second Li Ming pick there, they say let's just take Bruiser Camp while we're here. And they get it. 3 bot for House of Chez. They have also picked up their level 10. We're going with Cocoon, Flailing Swipe, Laser Drill, Angelic Armaments, and Wave of Force. As Bruiser Camp is pushing bot, has been cleaned up top already by that Imperius. And top captured by Imperius. So we got 4-on-4 bot with ETC and Imperius both top. There's the dive in from a noob. Double stun. Big silence. Wow. And Tychus is able to just lay into that Diablo. Cocoon onto Greymane. Is this a kill lineup? There goes the laser drill. Big orbs. Ancestral just in time after the heal. He's got no mana though. There's the silence and the slow. Securing the Greymane kill. Also picking up top point there to let flash. Oh, is he getting hit by minions there? Trying to capture mid, and there it is. The second Dragon Knight again going over to House of Chez. So after that game 1, they're not laying down. They got right back up and are very much in this game. 6 kills to 4. Same XP lead, but winning both Dragon Knights. Let's see what they can do with this second one. Silence, zone out the team. 4-on-4 again. ETC and Imperius sitting top, but ETC has stage dive. He can show up on a moment's notice and just leave that Imperius if he so wanted. So they say we've got enough bot. Let's just move bot, or move mid rather, excuse me. Ooh, the Diablo kick on the other side of the wall, and that's going to be a dead Diablo. Poor direction there for Diablo, able to get kicked into the enemy towers in mid fort. And there's another kick. What a perfect cleanse to stop that Greymane from being kicked. And the re-engage, a lot of damage on Rhaegar. There's the silence. Here comes stage dive. Rhaegar's already dead. Stukov flailing swipe to get the ETC away after securing the Rhaegar kill. Diablo is now back. 2 souls away from being fully stacked. See another 4-on-4. Ooh, there's the charge in. There's the Dragon Arrow. There's the Apocalypse. Misses Tychus. Gets Stukov. Nubrak falls. There's the laser drill. And we're trying to run away. Power slide hits Tychus. He's able to dash away. And they're just going to take, after that, a noob kill. Take the siege camp away from House of Chez. They are moving on back to their siege camp. And it looks like the battle for top lane will continue with Imperius and ETC. Siege camp picked up for Tricky Gooses. Bruiser camp being picked up for House of Chez. And it looks like, are we trying for a gank here? There's the power slide. There's the cursed bullet. Here's Diablo with the stun. There's the push. Walks up right into Hanzo to secure the Imperius kill. Meanwhile, Rhaegar's grabbing the Bruiser camp. Bruiser camp picked up House of Chez, and they're going to engage here. Big stun, double stun onto that ETC. Wave of Force as well. Can they get him just before the ancestral hits? Able to be blown up. So they have no ETC now. Low is the Nubrak. He's going to be able to pull back and tap. Get some more spell armor with this minion wave, or merc wave, excuse me. It looks like they're going to push top a little bit. Nope, they're just holding. They've secured top altar, top point. And they're just going to leave and let it get recaptured, focus elsewhere. There's the Sonic Arrow. So they see this. Right onto Rhaegar. A lot of damage and a silence onto Rhaegar. So Rhaegar is dead. ETC stage dived bot to just push in and grab the objective. So he looks like we're going to get bot fort as ETC just tanks all of it, but here's House of Chez. Are they going to make a move? Is ETC going to get out? He will. They say no, just focus the point. Ooh, very low is Imperius, and Imperius is dead now. 3-on-1, that'll do it to you. 3v1s get me all the time. So losing bot fort and then losing Imperius puts House of Chez in a tough spot. Still a lot of wave to clear mid, so they just say, let's grab Bruiser while we clear mid. As the rotations are happening, 16s for both teams have been picked up. ETC going imposing presence, to reduce some attack speed, movement speed. And it looks like House of Chez momentarily had objective ready to go. ETC and Diablo down there trying to reclaim. And oh, knowing that the team is top, clearing the Bruiser camp, they take the Siege camp. Again, Tricky Gooses living up to the name of being tricky. And they have now 2 Siege camps bought. Someone's got to come and clear this. About to get the Bruiser camp bought as well. Diablo looks like he's going the long way to get to the point. So they can try and do a quick cap here as the rest of House of Chez is rotated bot to clear. And they might get it if they can hold this. A noob dives onto the point. Ooh, Soda's Greymane to stop the channel, and they get it. Cocoon and Laser used onto Rhaegar. There's the silence, and that is how you kill a Rhaegar quickly. Throw a Cocoon, and then a silence, and then a laser drill right in his face with a Ming on top. My goodness, but all 5 members of Chez are bought, while this Dragon Knight's just going to push top uncontested. Cursed Bullet onto a noob. Trying to at least get some value bot. Ooh, Apocalypse used. Misses everyone. So did the Dragon Arrow. So ults are being used and ults are missing. But 4v3 able to hold off. Or, yeah, 5v3, excuse me. Being able to hold off the bot push. Now after taking top 4, Dragon Knight says head mid, clear up some more towers, get a kick in there. Will we grab Tychus? What Tychus? My goodness. That was a deletion for the ages. Wow. Just as soon as he was grabbed, he was dead. And the pushing continues. Just what a grab by Diablo to just erase that Tychus. So Dragon Knight falls. It looks like we're gonna have some camp pressure now. Top for House of Chez. And Tricky Gooses just grab their siege camp. They're gonna clear and get some more pressure bot. ETC is showing mid. So they know ETC isn't with the team right now. There's Ming, there's the wall bang. Oh, couldn't get the second wall bang, but it's okay. So, ETC using stage dive, but Ming was already taken care of from that Hanzo. Ooh, double stun, triple stun. There's the Ancestral to hit onto ETC. They get Diablo out of the cocoon, they do. Draken Laser Drill used to try and zone out the rest of the team as Li Ming isn't here to help defend. And they're just going to move mid. Try and take this mid for it. And they do just that. Trying to now take Siege Camp away from House of Chez as 20 is just about here. There it is. 20 has been reached for Tricky Gooses, going with Dying Breath, Play of the Game, Hunter's Blunderbuss, Crowd Pleaser, and Rewind for Rhaegar. So we're going to see a lot of soaking here, I think, from House of Chez to try and catch up, but it's far from over. ETC's top, clearing that Bruiser Camp. Bruiser Camp available for Tricky Gooses, but they just were trying to catch a rotation, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen.
There must always be
So
a
they just
dragon
pull out.
knight.
Oh, ETC is alone. Double stun, silence, dead. When you can use that Stukov silence with a stun, especially when it's a noob double stun, even triple, I didn't see if Imperius hit his. That is just going to be dead all the time. So they're going to push top fort. Meanwhile, Tricky Gooses say, alright, you can take our fort. We're going to take your keep. So, first keep of the game claimed by Tricky Gooses. Now, ooh, there you go, saying, hey, we're still over here, and we still have stuff we can take. So let's take your bruiser camp as well. And there it is, getting some more map pressure for House Chez. 20 has just been picked up. Rewind for Nubarak, so he's gonna have 4 baseline stuns. Top off for Stukov, Heavenly Host, Tal Rashal's Elements, and Sizzling Attacks for Tychus. So it looks like some of the members of Gooses pulled back to clear Bruiser Camp that was stolen. Bruiser Camp being picked up bot by Tricky Gooses. And we are into clear mode here for House of Chez. Caught up significantly in XP. They were down 2 levels most of the game, now down just 1. And there, ETC has grabbed top. Ooh, fight mid. 2v3. They'll play the game used by Birdie to get in there and push them back. But bot was already captured. So, 1 top, 1 bot, but huge wave bot for Tricky Gooses with Bruiser Camp and then a siege coming with Katas, and they're able to grab bot. A noob goes top to keep the ring around the rosy of capturing objectives. Ooh, will they be cut off here though? That's a bad spot to Hearth. 4v2 here. A noob gets the cocoon off, but he's also deleted. Ming. Oh no. She was hearthing again. And that's a dead Ming. So, damage onto the core. Bad time to Hearth. Stukov realizing, oh no. Oh, nice. He has got to use ult to slap that ETC away, just slowing down the time it takes for Tricky Gooses to capture. Greymane in for the hunt? No. I thought he was going to go for it. Hanzo's just going to hop in the Dragon Knight and go for it. This is almost a 20-minute level 22 Dragon Knight. And they may go for end here. After clearing this, get this mid keep out of the way, instead of just going around and taking shots the whole game, especially the way cores defend now. Best to get a second keep done. And we are on core. A noob diving in, getting pulled right back. Ooh, there's the root and the ancestral onto ETC. Big apocalypse there. Looks like Dragon Knight not focusing core. Big stun. Oh, Greymane into the cocoon. Dragon Knight almost dead. There it is. Hanzo popped out. There's the ult. There's the apocalypse. Diablo falls. ETC stage diving in. And that's going to be GG. Tricky Gooses winning the best of 3 after a valiant effort to defend the core from House of Chez. What a game. House of Chez had 1 more kill than the Tricky Gooses there, but it did not matter in the end. They just got picked off in the top lane right at the end. That it was what, Ming and a Nubarak after capturing that top objective and clearing, trying to Hearth, and Tricky Gooses just were able to sniff it out and grab the win. So I'll go over to results here. What a